Hey guys, so uh, game's gonna be in maintenance for another around 3.5 hours, I believe. But before that time, I just want to make a video on how or what would be the best build for Vegeta. Now, I have all the equipments listed out in different tabs here, but let me just forefront this video by saying all of these equipment were chosen on the implication that Vegeta is going to be like an exclusive range type. What I mean by that is he's not going to have very balanced stats between his offenses. We've had recent units that have done that. I'd say Evolution Blue Vegeta, the purple one's done that. None other ones come to the top of my head, but units like that who have like a very balanced stat line in their offenses. So again, all of the equipment that I have listed out here are under the fact that he will be a heavily blast-based unit. If that weren't the case, then the equipment would probably be a little different. But anyways, let's just jump right in. So the first few that I'm going to point out are what I'm going to be considering must-runs. As in, no matter what team you're running, you're probably always going to want to run this equipment on him. And the first one is the new Awakened equipment that is coming out on Reset. At long last, I've ascended Kakarot. This is the newest addition to the Ultra Space Time Rush Awakened equipment collection. So what this gives you is double defenses, 20% blast defense, and 30% strike defense, along with 12% blast attack and 12% strike defense. Because Vegeta is a Super Saiyan 4 and a range type, so he will fit all the requirements. Very basic equipment, I would say. No HP or anything, but this is giving a lot of stats. Double defenses, especially 30% strike defense, is going to be very powerful against Ultra Namek Goku, considering he's a melee yellow, which Vegeta's red, so better tanking for that. You're still getting the 20% blast attack to help defend against Ultra Full Power Frieza as well. And right here, double pure stats for both blast attack and strike defense is very powerful. Very, very powerful. So yeah, I would consider, just considering the pure amount of stats that you're getting from this, I would consider this a must run. Second of all is going to be another Awaken equip. Not sure when this came out. It might have been during the Year of GT campaign. Let's just see where it aligns here. Be down here more. No. This would be after Metal Cooler. So who came out after, or not Metal Cooler, Red Cooler before Zenkai? Right? These are all in order. Yeah, they're in order. So who did this come out with? Was it? I'm trying to remember. Because I believe this equip came out with Ultra Super Vegito. I believe. Yes. I believe so. Are these in order? I believe they are, right? This one came out with Janemba. This came out with Namek Goku. This came out with Ultra Super Vegito. This was Gamma's. This was Goku and Frieza, I believe. Goku and Frieza. This was an Ultra Rose equivalent. Who came out before Ultra Rose? It was another powerful opponent. Wasn't it Kid Buu? Or was it after? This was Kid Buu. This was the first Majin Buu Saga campaign. No, it's I'm having a hard time guessing. But anyways, yeah. This equipment. Old equipment, but still very powerful. A lot of stats. So, base blast defense 18%, strike defense 12.5%, and special move 12.5%. And then blast attack 20%. Not this equip definitely has gotten slightly power crept, just 12.5 defenses is whatever. But again, 18% is going to be strong against full power Frieza. Special move damage is always nice, especially because I believe this Vegeta gets crit rate on his blue card, right? Uh, where is it? Yeah, he's getting 70% blue card and crit rate, so having extra special move damage is definitely gonna help this guy. And just 28% blast attack, very strong. As for the third must run, this is looking like it's the co-op equipment for this season, so it's going to be a little tough to run, but it's for GT or Saiyans. 15% base blast defense, 10% strike attack, 10% HP, and 15% blast attack, and 15% pure blast attack when GT and Vegeta clans a battle member. So HP is very good. He's getting 15% blast defense, good against both our Frieza, and then getting a lot of blast attack here. A lot. 15% base and 50% pure is going to be very strong. So this is a very good spread of equipments, albeit it is a little lower on the stat side. But I still think this is a very good equipment. Now, the equipment after this are going to be just equipment that's going to be good. It might be team-based. It might just be in case you don't have one of these co-op equipments, grind out one of these awaken equipments, because I understand those are very tedious to get. So the first one of those is just going to be the Legends, what is it called? The Legends, the monthly thing, right? Man, the term just slipped out of my head. But yeah, this equipment, just giving a lot of stats. 45% base blast, and then base blast attack, and then 30% blast defense. That's going to be strong against full power Frieza. So if you don't have one of those other equipment, it's a very good one. So this one is just a Vegeta clan specific equipment. Special move 10%, double pure offense is 12%, and double base defense is 20%. There's not many good Vegeta clan units right now. I mean, we can just take a look at the tag, right? Vegeta clan. Majin Vegeta is just whatever. Evo is just whatever. This is probably your second best, and it's a good color wheel with Ultra Vegeta. You could get away with running Ultra Vegeta and the 2 Anniversary Vegetas. Obviously, Evo isn't that strong, but they're all ranged, right? They're all ranged, so you're going to get some good equipments on there. You have an Endurance unit. You have 2 Endurance units, actually, and you have a Revival unit. So this could be actually a pretty strong stream. I might try it out, low-key. So yeah, this would be a good equipment to farm for that team specifically. A lot of offenses here, good defenses, special move again. He's getting 70% blue card and 30% crit rate, so blue card damage could be important. Next equipment is another co-op. Oh yeah, let me just say, this is a co-op equipment, so it might be a little annoying to grind. Another co-op equipment, 10% HP, 15% defense, base defenses, and 10% pure offenses if you have 3 GT members. This is one of the first co-op equipment that we ever received. This might be either first or second, but yeah, see, the stats are very power crept here. You don't usually see just 15% base defenses and 10% pure stats here, but 10% HP is always nice. So if you have a 3 GT members, I know that's kind of hard, but I mean, just take a look at this roster, which is, I'd say, even worse than Vegeta Clan, because at least Vegeta Clan has gotten some recent units. So it's going to be this guy, and most definitely going to be running Tag 4s, although I do believe they didn't receive enough on their equipment. But they're a must run if you're trying to run a pure GT. And who would your third be? It's probably Super 17. He can still hold his own, especially red's a very good color for Ultra Goku right now, and he can absorb Full Power Frieza's Death Beams with his green card. So you could do a solid red-green setup. That's a good color wheel. I wouldn't use Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But yeah, these 3 would be a solid lineup for GT, I guess. So I guess that would make this one very powerful. Next one is the unique collection, equipment collection, whatever they call it, event that they have. What this is probably the unique equipment that they typically like to include into the game when a new Ultra drops, although they didn't do it for the Part 3 Ultras for the most recent anniversary. Very simple equipment, 25% blast defense, and then 25% strike attack and 35% blast attack. Very basic equipment, but it is, you know, it's giving a decent amount of stats. Double offenses, 1 defense, blast defense, again, good for full power freeze up. So this could be a decent equip to run if you don't have a better option. Next up is going to be a defensive equipment. So it's just giving you a bunch of defense. This is exclusively defense for Saiyan team, pure Saiyan's team. So Vegeta, I mean, yeah, he's a Saiyan, duh. But you got, this is probably going to be where he shines the best just because of how many options there are. What would you run? Obviously, you can run him next to, you should run him next to Ultra Goku if you're going for pure Saiyans. But your third option, I don't know. You got a range type, you got a melee type. Kefla could work. Vegeta could work. Kaioken Goku could work. Fiku could work. You know, you got a lot of options here. So if you want to build this guy a little more defensively, I guess you could. Or is it this one? You could use this. Next equip is another defensive one. Just for GT battle members. Again, GT, sure. If you want for your GT team, go ahead and run this. Strike defense is going to be very strong. This is an awakened equipment that is also exclusively defensive. Bunch of defense stats. 13% double defense here. You choose between one of the defense here and more 14% more double defense. So you can get baseline 27% defenses, and then you could get one of them up to, let me math real quick, 45, 46? 46, right? No, 44, sorry. Yeah, 44. You can get 44% of one of the defenses and then 27% or 27% of the other one. This is very good if you have them at low stars. So if you have them at low stars, your stat line is obviously going to be lower, and base defenses is going to be very important. And that's pretty much it. So again, this is based on the fact that if he is an exclusive range type, those are the equipments you should be running. But if he isn't an exclusively range type and his stats are more balanced, you can get away with running a lot more. You could get away with running this one right here. This came out to help out Super Vegeta, except it didn't help out Super Vegeta. Lot of stats, double defense, health restoration, strike attack, 10% HP, that's very strong. This one was a GT equipment, strike, special move, double defense, I believe. What else is there? This is an exclusively offensive equipment, both the offenses and the special move. This is very strong, 38% strike attack along with some other stats. This one could work for more pure because it gives 18 or 15% pure strike attack if you're a Vegeta clan, which he is. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so quick summary, your must runs are going to be this equipment, and this equipment. And if you don't have one of these, any of these equipment can work. Some of these are team dependent, some of these are more defensive, and that should set you up for a good time in PvP, right? But yeah, that is the equipment breakdown for Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Let me know what you guys think about it. Should I do more of these? And if so, let me know down in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.